Hello, and welcome back to Unknown SMP. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to start out, first and foremost, by building a shulker farm. Because I have this constant issue of needing more, and I don't have enough. So we're going to build that here. That's going to be a process. It's going to be time-consuming, but it's fine. It's fine. I think what we're going to do for this shulker farm, however, is I think we're going to put you guys into a time lapse. So let's do that right now. Okay, so I am looking at this, and I don't like the way that this is going. I don't like how far it looks like this is going to go. And I kind of cleared out this area here in hopes that it would mostly stay, the farm would mostly stay in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to tear down the whole farm and then start rebuilding it again. That's going to be so fun for me. I'm really going to enjoy that experience. It's fine. So let me quickly tear this whole thing down, and then I can rebuild it. Yay. I want to cry. I can't deal with this. This is actually infuriating. I don't know how I've managed to do this. But this farm is off. by a block. I don't know what I've done, and I'm trying to find a solution, but let me just show you. So over on this side here, this comes out one too far, right? So pretty much we need to take this one whole layer here and insert it here is what we need to do. And I'm trying to think about a way I can make it so I don't have to do that, but I don't know how possible that's going to be. So that's great. So actually, it's not worth doing a band-aid solution, I don't think, because it's a redstone farm. Everything needs to be so specific. So yeah, now I have to pretty much move everything over a block that way. So how's that going to look? We're going to have to take boom, 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 bring it over. These two won't be awful to do because I just have to mine out those two bits, replace that one, and then I need to move that over. You know what? It's not worth just procrastinating and thinking about. I just need to get a move on with it. Yeah. My thing is here. I don't recommend building this farm. Find a much easier one to do because the tutorial is not the clearest either. It'll still be linked in the description, but yeah, that's my advice. I'll probably say that again once I've actually finished the farm. So yeah, I need to get to work on doing that then. Alright. See y'all soon. Guys, don't worry. It wasn't that big of a deal. I pretty much just had to move a couple glowstone blocks downstairs and this over one block. Fingers crossed this works. If this farm doesn't work, it has caused me so much pain and suffering, I will not be rebuilding it. And I will be stealing Roughtstar's shulker farm because he said he's probably going to make one as well. So I will be stealing that instead. Anyway, right now it is time to finish fixing it up. Just get these little bits in. Yeah, I have no idea what any of this stuff does. But hey, apparently it will work. And apparently it will make me, oh, that's a block. But it will make me 45,000 shulker shells per hour. Yeah, sure. Anyway, let's just jump back into the replay of this. Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else, I present to you Le Shulker Farm. This thing, this machine, this device, this apparatus, this... Oh my god. This has destroyed a lot of my sanity. I finished it. I don't know how much there was of it that wasn't replayed because I haven't gone back and checked through, but I did a decent few things off of like replay recordings because this took so long. And let's go in the farm for a second. There's meant to be a shulker there. It's fine. So here we have a couple of snowmen. I think there's like 2 or 3 or 4 in here. I don't know. I think some of them died. Anyway, and up here we have a minecart. Now, in this minecart was meant to be an endermite. You know what I spent almost 3 hours doing? Getting this endermite into place. Do you know what I had to end up killing to make this farm work? Said endermite. I'm not okay. This has been an experience, and I'm definitely going to be doing a much simpler farm in any other world I do. But here are the positives of this farm. Right? Like, I'm really good at flying, I promise. Just have to glide perfectly in here. It works pretty well. I'll be surprised if it keeps working though, because the shulker is missing. But I spent a decent while AFKing. Did I hit that? Oh, I didn't. I spent a decent while AFKing, and I'll never need any more shulker shells in my life, just ever. But hey, you know what? It's there. It happened. It was pain, and I never want to talk about it ever again. So let's go back to my base and move on to the next thing. But we're actually going to fly over this way, because you can see a little box over there. And that is a lot closer than I thought. Well, there was a little preview of what that was going to end up looking like. I mean, you've probably already seen it in the thumbnail, depends how I do it. But right over here, I want to build a big old shrine. You know, we gotta pray that some things work over here. We gotta pray everything goes well, and I think we need to build ourselves up a nice, lovely shrine. So here's the thing: for this shrine, I've decided to use both the nether woods. Yay for me! So let's go gather those right now. Okay, so now we are here at the warped forest to gather our first material. Let's take a quick look here. Where'd it go? Alright, well, I can't see it there. It's fine. Here it is. We are going to need 10 stacks and 9 warped stem, or stripped warped stem. And we're also going to need another 6.5 stacks of warped stem. And then I think that's it for that one. Okay, that's easy. Let's gather that up right now. The next thing we're going to need is 12 stacks of terracotta, which will have to dye as well. I also do want to mention, I forgot to tell you guys, but I also grabbed some of the crimson wood that we'll need. So wait, I'm missing something. Give me a second. One of these. What is happening? Why are there orange particles and why are there like wind sounds? It's fine. Everything's fine. Just gonna go back to building my beacon, because everything's gonna be fine. I probably should have built this lower. It's fine. Much better. Much better. Okay, and now I have gone ahead and dyed all the terracotta as well. Next up, we have to jump through our portal here. And we need this block right here. We're going to need some basalt. And by some, I mean 11.5 stacks of it. You're going to be here. Oh, no, lava. Thank you. That's okay. I'm going to be here for a minute. Alright, now with the basalt collected, we need to turn 5 stacks. That's 3, 4, 5, and 54 into polished basalt. And put that into our lovely shulker box. Here it is. Alongside the rest of the basalt. And next up, I'm going to grab some things that we hopefully should have some of in our chests. The first of which is some copper. Now I think we'll have to cook some of this up, but we need 4 stacks and 62. However, we need it of the cut variety. The cut variety. So how much does that make? 4. Okay, so we need 1 stack of copper blocks. So I'll get that. Oh, well, 1.5 stacks of copper blocks. Yeah, I've got all the copper we're gonna need. So we're just gonna need to smelt that up. And we need 5.5 stacks of sand. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. So let's put these away in a shulker box over here. That will work. However, the copper we actually need to cook up really quickly. So let's shove all of that in there. We also kind of need a spot to oxidize the copper. So that'll probably have to be downstairs. So I'll get that set up once we've cooked those ones up. I actually might get these ones set up in a minute. But we'll let those ones cook through. Yeah, we also are going to need some flowers. So while the copper's oxidizing, I'm going to go pick some flowers and bone meal and stuff like that. So I'm going to go do that and I'll be right back with you. One thing I have realized about my base is that I don't really have a particularly great spot to oxidize my copper. It's fine. We'll just go place it over by the build. Now, I believe that with all of this copper turned into cut copper, I have everything I'm going to need for this build. So, I'm going to plunk myself down right here. And I'm going to send y'all into a bit of a time lapse of this build. So let's do that right now. with that, that is most of the build complete. And I say most for a very particular reason. We are actually missing two little bits. First of all, this needs to become a more substantial island. However, I'm missing a block, which is the moss block. I don't have enough of it, so we're going to talk about that later, because these little garden beds here are also going to be made with moss. Which brings me to the next thing. I do not have enough moss for this, which means we need to make a moss farm, because I don't want to have to go and mine it manually. But other than that, ignoring those things, I actually really like it. It's just nice. It's nice. It's peaceful, you know. What I will be doing in the future though is changing out these floors, making them a bit nicer, and also hiding the lights. So yeah, let's jump on over to the industrial district. No, not to the industrial district. Let's go back to my base where we can gather the resources for a moss farm. Let's do that right now. Now, before we go ahead and actually make up our moss farm and etc., I think that it is high time we upgraded our tools and armor. Now, if we come over to this, we don't actually need to do that because I've already got my ancient debris here. Oh, I need the netherite template set. I'll grab that out in a second because I have some secrets hidden in those chests right now. But if we can come over here, we can grab up some gold. That'll be enough. And we also actually need to put our ancient debris in the furnace. I forgot to do that. Give me a second. And I'll be right back. Alright, and with our netherite scrap and our smithing table down, hold on, if we put our netherite scrap and our gold in there, we get some netherite ingots. And you take my armor off. If we then come over here, we put in our templates, put in our helmet, and we put in our netherite ingots, we get our netherite helmet. We put in our chest plate, we get our netherite chest plate. We put in our leggings, we get our netherite leggings. We put in our boots, we get our netherite boots. And a lovely achievement. And then, if we get our shovel, we get our netherite shovel. If we put in our axe, we get our netherite axe. If we get our pickaxe, we get our netherite pickaxe. And if we put in our sword, we get our netherite sword. And you'll see I still have 2 of each left. And this is for a hoe, which I haven't made yet, and my other pickaxe, which I left in that chest, which I'll upgrade in a minute. Anyway, I think it is finally time for this. Mainly, I've just done this because I have some very big projects coming up soon, and it's going to make it a lot easier if I have netherite to do it all. So yeah. Anyway, back to the moss farm now. Now, here's the thing. I've actually just decided I'm also just going to get my hoe done as well. So, on my hoe, I'm going to put silk touch, mending. There goes my anvil. Let me make up another one of those. I'm also going to put mending, unbreaking, and efficiency. All of that will go on my hoe, the normal things. I actually don't know if I have any efficiency books. Or an efficiency villager, actually, for that matter. I'm going to go double check that. Hold on, let's see. We've got an efficiency 4. Okay, we only have efficiency 4. It's good enough to start with, though. And now with that remade, we put our last 2 books on our hoe. Oh, taking... Why did that damage the anvil so much? Anyway. And we can make up our last netherite thing. Yup. That's just going to sit in my ender chest for the rest of the season. Okay. Now back to the moss farm. Okay, so now I just grabbed all the materials up and it is time to build the moss farm. This is the stuff we'll need. This is mainly someone else's design. Again, I'll link it in the description. But parts of it are my own little add-ons, additions to it. I think you'll be able to tell which bits are mine, although I'll go through it as well a bit later. What button did I even press? I didn't, okay. But I think that we should just I was going to say jump into a time lapse. So we've done way too many time lapses this video. So let's just get this built right now. Alright, so I've built the moss farm up now. I think for the most part it's done. I had a few leftover bits. So, that's always great. Anyway, it seems so far to be working mostly fine. We just need to grab some bone meal. So I'm gonna go fly over to the skeleton farm. So let me go do that and grab some bones. Alright, and with the bone meal collected, we can come over into this little area here, go to this dispenser and put all of that in there Now I'm going to turn all of those sounds off in a minute. I'm just going to get a decent ways away so they're not playing. So this main bit here, this is all a tutorial farm. What I changed is coming out of here and splitting the stuff. So if this, I think, has 2 stacks missing from it, then it should block the hopper that gives us the moss and stuff in this chest here and swap it so it instead makes bone meal. Now with this bone meal stuff, it does take a minute for it to get all of them going. It starts just one and eventually it does work though. So that's what I did. A lot of redstone spaghetti because it was by me. That's just kind of how it goes. So yeah. Anyway, I have put in a lot of work for this episode. It has taken a while, mainly with the shulker farm behind me. And I think that is where I'm going to leave it for today's episode. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, like the video, subscribe if you want to see the rest of the Unknown series, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!